It has been a long time since I last shared the progress of my pig farming with you guys. My pigs are continuing to grow exponentially thanks to pig feed that was introduced to my team. Although it is cost why, but it is still affordable therefore. I have decided to give it a chance and I have to say the results have been satisfying overall. Many people want to get into farming in Congo, but they often hesitate due to numerous issues related to land conflicts and so on and so forth. But let me tell you that those issues are not as much as they used to be because the GPS technology tied to satellite made it way more difficult for scammers to sell their lands twice to two different individuals. I will not be discussing that in depth throughout this video. Many of us have the funds to invest, but due to lack of infrastructure, people get cold feet and allow expatriates to come in and take over all business aspects, and then we turn around and blame politics for letting them invest. Brothers and sisters, I want us to unite and invest heavily to help our friends and family who are working nonstop for some of these expatriates for crumbs. Pig farming is one of the most lucrative businesses if done right. Therefore, I will never give up until the day I see the light at the end of the tunnel. Nowhere on earth will provide you with the amount of opportunities that are available in Africa. And in terms of investing in agriculture, our lands are fertile, so there's no excuse if you want to invest. Lands are still available, and the prices are affordable. It is not too late yet. But if you wait too long, you might be able to afford to buy land in the next decade. Keep in mind that the challenging part of pig farming, which causes a lot of new farmers to fail, is the cost of pig feed. And water availability contribute to the success because pigs bathe every other day, so they won't develop parasites on their skin that will eventually lead to diseases and even death if they are well taken care of. Patience huge when starting out because the issues that many people have when they invest is they expect to make money quickly. Be patient and when the time comes, you will collect.
I think the biggest issue that a lot of Africans have is to cut corners. So most of us do not really want to go through the entire process to reach a certain objectives. We think because you get into a business and you have invested money, you should just wake up one night and then you rich. No, it's a whole process. You have to be patient. You really have to understand and learn the area in order for you to be able to collect. When I first started pig farming, I did not expect to get where I'm at today. The level and the number of pigs that are still growing is based on the efforts and dedication that I have put forth to make this happen. I have not yet reached the level where I am able to collect what I have implanted. However, I am moving towards that goal very shortly. I will be sharing my experience with you and how much money you could generate while farming in Congo, depending on the level, whether it is in commercial level or you just want to keep it at a base level where you make a certain amount of money yearly and go from there. You understand what I'm saying? I'm only addressing this issue because I've seen this within most African communities. Africans are hardworking people, but they do not understand the long-term goal. When you invest in certain area, you have to have a mindset where it might take me 5 up to 10 years in order for me to really see the end of the tunnel. But if you really want to cut corners, that's usually a bad business model because it would only lead to failure. I would never ever encourage somebody to start something that will only last for a couple of months or a couple of years and then they out of business. Understand one thing. Agriculture, it is endless business model. Agriculture will never go away. People eat every day. People wants to stay alive, whether you're vegan or vegetarian, whatever the case may be. We all have the same objectives. So waking up every morning, you need some energy, you need some fiber in your system and all that other stuff, right? But all that come from agricultural products. But if you are into the field and you make sure that you provide this to your community, money will continue to go into your pocket without you even thinking twice about it. But it also takes a skilled individual, and it takes a certain amount of effort to reach that objectives. Guys, farming, it is beautiful. Farming takes a lot of effort and hard work, but with patience, you will get there and you will be just fine. I'm only telling you this because I have noticed over the over the years that most Africans are not investing their money wisely. They're investing their money in areas that are not getting them anything in return. Let me mention something real quick. We all know how rich the continent is in terms of natural resources, but how many of us have access to those resources? But we do have access to agricultural land, so let's use that. We tend to focus on things that are unavailable to us versus focusing on things that we have direct connection and that is available to us. People in villages in most African countries, they have lands that they have inherited from their parents, great parents, whatever the case may be. It just depends on how much you are willing to use that and how much money you are willing to invest in order for you to turn that into something of a commercial, you know what I'm saying? But because we do not understand the importance of these things, that's why we are so far left behind. Ladies and gentlemen, embark on this journey, you will never regret it. Do you think I wake up every morning, I go to work, make money to invest it in an area where I know I'm not gonna get it back? Yeah, if some of you have been following me for a while, you know my story farming in Congo. Yes, I did start the first time. It didn't go as planned, but that was out of my control. I was doing everything right, but it was because of the unrest that was caused by this militia group that came out of nowhere, which eventually was found to be sponsored by some of these crooked politicians to just reach their political goals. But luckily, this nonsense had been addressed and it was handled by the government. The government got this under control. And then I felt confident enough when I traveled to Congo after this was over with and I saw for myself. And that's why it's very necessary to put boots on the ground whenever you're doing something in Africa or in any part of the world. You can't just be sending money somewhere. You're investing, you can just can be sending money where you're investing and not ever show up at all. So you need to be able to see the reality that's happening on the ground. And that was one advantage that had put me in a more confident position to say, you know what, I'm ready to launch for the second time. And I pulled the trigger, and now guess what? On my farm, as we speak, I have pigs that are grown, right? And I'm looking forward to sharing with you the pigs who just gave birth to 5 new piglets, and they're all healthy and they're doing fantastic. So I'm going to be bringing that video to you guys shortly. Stay tuned for that and make sure you keep those alerts turned on. So when that video drops, you don't miss out on that one. So keep that in mind. With that being said, guys, in addition to the 8 pigs that I had, actually I had a total of 9 pigs. When I recently visited Congo, and one of the pigs had to be, laid out of the barn because the breed was okay, but it wasn't the one that we needed. But the one that we really needed, we kept it there. So we ended up with 1 boar and a sow, right? And then that one was selling on the market, which the price, I will discuss that in a separate video. But if you're interested in finding out, please let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll make sure I'll do a separate video talking about that and the cost as far as weight and everything like that, and what you will be potentially looking when you are ready to start selling your pigs, right? Just, let me know in the comment section. Don't be a stranger. You understand what I'm saying? So, and now all of the pigs that had been bred prior to my trip to Kinshasa, one of them gave birth a couple of days ago. to 6 piglets. So now I'm working on a video to release to y'all and talk about the pig feeds and the impact that it has when it comes down to, you know, pig farming, because your pig feeds are one of the most important elements in the process of your pig barn. So invest money into your pig feeds, and also keep in mind you need to hire a vet who permanently take care of the pigs. So now, like the pig, one of the pigs give birth, the vet has to come out, vaccinate the them, make sure that everything is running fine, and then it will come back, you know, a couple of months later to make sure when the pigs get separated from their mother, they're not going to have some, you know, health issues. So you need to treat animals, or pigs in particular, as human beings. So it's a part of the process. So some people may not agree with this, but unless you have other strategy, this has been working for me so far. So you can save your explanation for someone else. You know what I mean? What's working for me will work for me. If you think what I'm sharing with you, it's important and you're getting value out of that, let me know in the comment section what kind of video you would like me to create next to help you guys get on this journey and follow my path. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hit the like button and hit the subscribe button for more videos like this. Until the next one, I'll see you guys soon. Peace.